Welcome to today's gentle and nourishing yoga stretching class. Today we will be mobilizing the body throughout a variety of asanas to help us reconnect with our establishment of peace and positivity in the present moment. Throughout the duration of this practice, we will be using 2 blocks. They are optional, so if you don't have them, that is totally okay. You can absolutely join us. But they will help to foster a more calming experience and a more accessible practice. When you're ready, join me in diamond pose, resting atop of your shins, toes pointed to the back of the mat, lengthening the spinal column, relaxing the shoulders, beginning to soften. You might like to place one palm on the belly and the other on the heart space as you begin to notice the manifestation of the breath and noticing how this posture feels for you in this moment. On your next inhale, gently raising the arms overhead, lengthening the torso. Exhale, palms to heart center. Beautiful work. From here, we'll come into a seated cat-cow, palms on the knees. Inhale. Exhale, curl and round. Separate the shoulder blades, chin to chest. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, spinal flexion. Warming up the back body, really allowing the breath to guide you through these postures and throughout this class. On your next inhale, we'll pause in cow pose for a few breaths. Exhale, curl and round, cat pose. Breathe into the back body. And returning the spine to a neutral position. Great job. Separating the knees slightly. Interlacing your fingers together behind the back, extending the arms, gaze up. On your exhale, keeping the bind, guiding the torso and the forehead towards the mat in child's pose, but extending the arms skywards. Imagining as though you can guide the bind overhead. Inhale, raise the torso, gaze up. Beautiful work. Coming into a tabletop position on all fours, Balmanasana. If you have blocks, placing one block under each palm, ensuring that the palms are aligned with the shoulders. Engaging the abdomen, we're going to guide the right foot between our palms. You can absolutely play around with the height of the blocks here, squaring off the hips as we come into a supported low crescent moon, Anjaneyasana. The right knee is aligned with the right ankle. The hips squared to the front of the mat. Noticing the sensations along the front of the left leg, the left hip. Seeing if you can be present, using the breath as an anchor. From here, we'll keep our left palm on the left block. Inhale, raise the right arm skywards. A gentle spinal twist, opening your heart to the right, maybe gazing up. Using the support of your left fingertips, your left palm to protect the wrist here. One more breath. Returning the right palm to the block or to the earth. Returning to tabletop pose. And we'll take a low crescent moon on the other side, this time guiding the left leg between the palms. Gifting yourself enough space and time to arrive here comfortably in a space of tranquility. Maybe closing the eyes for a more introspective experience. This time grounding down through the right palm, raising the left palm skywards, gentle spinal twist to the left. Returning the left palm to the earth, coming into a tabletop position, placing the blocks to the side if you are using them, and we'll set up for child's pose, guiding the hips towards the heels, stretching the back, and maybe resting your forehead on the mat, or you could always rest your forehead on a block if that is more accessible. One more mindful breath. Returning to a tabletop position, again grabbing your props if you would like to use them, guiding the right foot between the blocks, and this time tucking the back toes under. We'll straighten and extend the left leg, raising the knee, coming into a supported high lunge. Crescent moon, asana, lengthening the back of the neck, and really scissoring the inner thighs here together so that we're protecting the pelvis, helping us to transfer energy upwards. One more loving breath, grounding down through the left palm. Inhale, raise the right arm skyward, spinal twist to the right. Keep those hips squared, staying high on the ball of that back foot. The heel is elevated. Gently returning the right palm to the earth. Beautiful work. Lowering the back knee. Tabletop, one breath here. And we'll set up for supported high crescent moon asana on the other side. Knowing that it's always okay for you to keep that back knee down. Honor your energy levels for today. Grounding down through the right palm. Inhale, raise the left arm skyward, spinal twist. 3 mindful breaths in this twist. Returning the left palm either to the block or to the earth, bending the right knee, tabletop, perhaps placing the blocks to the side, and we'll come into child's pose, giving yourself permission to soften. Allow yourself to embody the benefits of this nourishing asana. Inhale, tabletop. Grabbing one of your blocks, we are going to place it underneath our right glute, giving yourself a moment to find a stable foundation. Pointing the back toes, aligning the right knee with the right ankle, the hips are squared, elongating the spine, engaging the lower abdomen. And you might find it helpful to rest your opposite palm on top of a block. Finding ease. Feeling energy transferring upwards through the crown of your head. One more breath in this supported crescent moon. Returning to a tabletop position, and this time we'll set up for the other side, so placing the block underneath your left glutes. Firmly establishing yourself in this posture. Feel yourself softening. One more breath. And gently release. Great work. From here we'll come into a variation of lizard pose, Uttanpadisasana. We'll place both blocks towards the front of the mat, and we'll place our right foot on the outer edge of the right palm. You might like to lower down onto your forearms, resting the forearms and the elbows atop of the blocks, guiding the hips towards the earth. If you have the mobility, you might like to find an external hip rotation with that right leg, and if so, maybe rolling onto the blade edge of that right foot, guiding the right knee and the right toes away from the midline, out to the side. Lengthening the back of the neck, breathing into any regions where you're feeling sensation. Re-extending the arms, beautiful work, tabletop pose. And we'll take lizard posture with our blocks on the other side. Feeling the support of your accessories. Noticing how the blocks help us bring the earth, the ground, closer to us, so that we can soften and find a suppleness in our experience without exerting our accessory muscles. Beginning to release from lizard posture. And we'll set up for supported hero pose, coming into a kneeling position, joining the knees together, separating the shins slightly, placing a block between your feet. Toes are pointed to the back of the mat, lowering your sits bones down onto the block. Closing the eyes, feeling the length in your spinal column, and we'll come into a few cactus arm transitions, opening and closing the arms, finding a beautiful spinal extension and flexion. Remembering to engage the lower abdomen here. Final round. And interlacing your fingers together behind the back, extending the arms, gazing up. Great job. Gently release. You might like to place one palm on the belly, the other on the heart space. Thanking yourself for showing up here today. Giving yourself permission to embody the benefits of today's practice. Knowing that there is no right or wrong, simply observing your experience. Let us close practice in a space of gratitude. May you experience true peace and joy. Namaste.